Hello, Taurus. I was just doing some shuffling for your reading. This is going to be a Sun or Rising Taurus reading. This can resonate also if you are in Taurus season when you're listening to this, or there are Taurus placements transiting through your natal chart. But we will solely focus on the sun sign of Taurus and the rising sign or ascendant of Taurus. So either first house Taurus or you are a Taurus, right? Unlike Aries, I have had some little pre-preparation of picking the decks. So we will begin. We have a card that fell down and wish you could see this, but it's stuck between my right leg and the couch. It's placed there. It's not gonna fall even if I move, but it's hanging off a cliff. So that could be your energy, Taurus. We have the sun coming out on the bottom of the deck with enjoy success and happiness. So let's see, what's this success and happiness that's going on? Oh, eagle. You could have blue eyes. That could be something you resonate with, or just the eagle spirit animal. They say see from a higher perspective. So you are on the edge of this cliff, right, Taurus? But that gives you a great view of where you will be landing. So the land that you are gazing upon is down a very steep canyon, which you are hanging off of. You're in full suspension, like you're mid-air. You could also resonate with having air sign prominent natal chart as a Taurus, or certain air placements could be significant with you. For instance, you're a sun in Taurus and then you have an air rising sign, or vice versa. We have another two cards falling in the same crevice. It's funny, I should have a second and third camera, I swear to God. We have guardian angel, you're not alone, coming out with knight. Be brave and honest. So this is spirit coming in to show you that you are shielded. You are you are protected, as in shielded. I saw 0303 on the timer, so there is spirit surrounding you for sure. And this knight, as I said it in one of my other readings when I read this card, is cloaked in this white and gold robe. So you, Taurus, are very calm in this battle, in this suspension from spirit. There is a great balance between your masculine, your feminine, and your spirit side. And I saw 333 on the timer. But yeah, this eagle is now showing me that this feather fell off of his head, right? Because the feather is white. And Taurus, you're in this sort of suspension from the universe where you have gone through a great battle, a great war on the field of spiritual knighthood. But the knight is not a king, right? You have fought for the king, and you have quite a lot of battle scars because you have fought for your kingdom nonetheless. And there are roses in the back of this knight. So there's, again, as in the Aries reading, so is in Taurus reading coming out, but this is a bit more masculine energy, even if you're a feminine. But there's this great balance between the moon and the sun, and the knight being a masculine energy. Okay. I'm getting, this is for somebody specific. This is for 3%, but it's not a positive message. So heed my warning. If there's a hater in the back, you are still going to be in the battle, because the guardian angel fell out of my hands and it fell face down. So for some people, the protection is actually leaving them. This could be also a person in your energy, Taurus. If you are the protected one and you are a light worker and you are doing things for the greater good of all sentient beings and whatnots, you're doing great. You're cloaked, you're protected. You are very balanced in your masculine and feminine energies, even though you have a lot of battle scars from your life, especially from your childhood. You have no worries, nothing to be worried about, because you're not just armored, you're also cloaked, which is kind of giving me Assassin's Creed vibes. So you're like a time traveler and, you know, fixer of timelines. No, what did I just do? But yeah, somebody in your energy could be that which their protection is falling away. So, however this resonates, for the ones in the front, this feather is one of your crown, one of your neck, because this eagle is has white feathers down to their shoulders, kind of, right? And when this feather landed onto my couch, I saw it coming from the eagle's head, as if your spirit guides are omnipresent, because your crown is pure, your throat up to your heart, it's purity. You are speaking from purity, you are thinking from purity, and you're highly protected, Taurus. Whereas people that don't wish you well, or for the haters in the back, their protection is leaving them. So trust your instincts. You are guarded and guided by animals. Unlock the magic within. You're a magic garden. Okay, you're a magic garden. Okay. Taurus, of course, yeah. Earth, duh. But you're a magic guardian. So you got animal and magic guardian. Because I'm just holding the cards like this, and the magic guardian was kind of shifting off, so it wanted to come out. So you have great protection from the spirit or the magic world, as well as the animal 3D world. Yeah, you are on point with tracking down your fears and desires, and you are just this, yeah, well, you're healing the parts of yourself from which joy arrives. That's for sure. And too many cards fell on the floor, but the big picture came out quite prominently. So you are looking at the big picture. And the big picture is shadow treasures with the number 21. I'm being guided to take the book and read from it. You're a mess, Taurus. What's going on? Put it in the comments. What are you still transmuting? You're waiting for very important information, or you're looking for very important information. And yeah, I should have put down the deck before I turned. 858 on the timer. I could have done it a lot more gracefully, right? But that's just something that might resonate with you, Taurus, and how you're dealing with the situation. So this is just an energy transmission, really. I'm not clumsy in my day-to-day life. And everything is falling on the floor. Everything is falling away. So be very careful, Taurus, of what you're thinking about, because I'm getting that your protection, it was weakened by somebody, but now their protection is being weakened. Yeah, because you are transforming with the amethyst being here. Oh yeah, we wanted to read from the book. Okay, you're a mess, Taurus. Still love you, Taurus. Don't be discouraged. We're gonna read about this book is falling apart. Shadow treasures. We have the black-eyed Susan as the flower, provides a light in the darkness while doing shadow work. So you're doing shadow work, Taurus. Congratulations. And golden calcite. It shines a gentle, comforting light on hidden treasures. And then we have transformation. The plant being mullein, Mullein, brings awareness and light to consciousness and understanding of one's higher purpose. Amethyst aids in transformation. Sometimes a change of habit is enough. Other times only a complete transformation will do. It is a time to gain a fuller understanding of your soul's purpose, and that will require transformation, a rearranging of your worldview and practices that bring your actions in line with your ideals. Reach for and embrace your highest vision of yourself. And the affirmation is, I seek transformation. I have a bigger vision for myself and move toward it step by step. I release my old self and embrace who I am becoming. Okay, now I'm getting a clearer message for a Taurus, for many Tauruses, with the self-acceptance being on the bottom of the deck. We'll take it. Truth was on the bottom. Okay. Silence in court. Taurus, you are not just transforming and transmuting. You are changing all of your old ways of thinking. You are breaking apart all fear patterns. Everything that kept you fixed, stuck, untransforming is now being like pushed throughout for you to examine. And because you have been such a mess, right? Or life has been a mess, or life has been falling apart, like my cards all over the floor, and people have been falling apart, like this guardian angel turned its face around. Yet you are not alone, Taurus. You have all of the magic that you have casted, which I'm getting a double... I got a solar plexus sting. It's like somebody stabbed me in my solar plexus. So yeah. Every magic that you have casted is being returned to you now. And if you've been doing good, it's coming back good. If you've been doing bad, it's coming back bad. So this could be as minor as your thought processes, your thought patterns being negative, and just negative things are happening, right? So I'm getting one of my transmutations years ago was when I was clumsy. I wanted to not be clumsy anymore, and it felt like when I reached for something, my energy and my hand just went through it. Like I had no control of this clumsy energy or whatever it is, this demon. And then I noticed that anytime something falls, I would used to be like, you know, just nagging at it, but also putting out that frequency. Whereas then, but it was like, oh, you stupid dumb bitch, right? Something like, oh, stupid bitch. And then I would start forcing onto myself, whenever something fell, I would force myself to say, what a legend. And I then started laughing at any time something fell. And you, Taurus, are also on this train track of understanding how to transmute all of these energies into something that is a bit more, you know, it's processed and digested a bit lighter. It's more lighthearted. It's this higher perspective and feather falling eagle energy where you have a vision, but only when you close your eyes. You need to understand that you are highly protected through the animal and the magic realms. As soon as you accept your shadow self, that's as That's how quickly you'll be able to progress onto your next adventure. Because you, Taurus, your adventures are a bit more of carrying the weight of the world type of thing. So you're doing things that others aren't doing. Like, you're the type of person that would visit a forest and pick up the trash even if it isn't yours. We have number 8 with control coming out, but that is actually, yeah, blue eyes or light eyes are really coming out. Especially if you have blue eyes, this might be very resonant, but also it makes me think of a person in the back. But this is the strength card with control. So yeah, and base chakra and release with the death card for joy and stability. You have stopped controlling your shadow treasures, Taurus. Like, you have taken off the brakes of all of your bikes and cars, and you're just, I'm seeing like, woo, down the hill towards the seaside or into the nature or something like that. Yeah, it's a win or lose for you. So you could be having, you could have been having certain storyline is you probably have been conflicted about a matter of the heart or a matter of the sacral chakra, with the moon card coming out as well with confront. So you have been confronting your inner child and everything that has been blocked, especially in your sacral chakra, and your mind being confused and unchangeable. And right underneath that, we have solar plexus chakra coming out. So yeah, coming together, that was something, that's the 2 of Cups. Coming together was something that was heart-wrenching, especially with maybe your family or your friends or something along the lines of being very solo in your shadowscape endeavors. And we have the well-deserved reward that fell on the floor and moving on. And this is the 9 of Wands with the 8 of Cups. Which, no, sorry, it's the 9 of Pentacles. Which is 2 quite different energies. The 9 of Pentacles, yeah, this is the Pentacle, yeah. Red is Pentacles. Yeah. Is it? No, it's fire. Sorry guys, just let me be clear. No, it's Earth. This is such a weird deck because why is Earth red? But yeah, maybe that could be something that you resonate with, that you are a red Earth. Or you could be from Australia, or you could also be red as in, I thought this was a fire card and you have a lot of fire placements, even though you're a Sun Rising Taurus, right? Okay, so the confusion is gone. This is the 9 of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups. So the 9 of Pentacles is that energy of enjoying your magical garden, right? It's you being probably single and having the most inner peace, because the 8 of Cups is you threading along the seashore selling seashells, right, Shelley? Because you don't give a fuck about those people from the back. And I thought this was the 9 of Wands, which still the energy was that people have not burdened you, but it took a lot of force and energy, like fire energy, to get through to the other side, or to get to the well-deserved reward. And this person is quite triumphant, even though all the cards in the beginning were, hanging off a cliff. This is you on the cliff, and this cliff looks quite golden to me. It's like a tri-golden tower, and this is the first time I'm seeing this card as that, and you're shining with alignment. Golden tower, the tri-golden tower, meaning you have mastered confidence, you have mastered your ego, and you have mastered your self-worth. And those are the 3 facets that you had to move on from those people to get to this other side, to be truly happy. Because the 9 of Pentacles is like, it's you right before you buy a house, but in energy, right? So you have already invested way back for you to now enjoy these rewards and these little blessings that come in, especially monetary, or you might get a promotion, or you just find money lying on the floor. It's even though you might not feel like you're rich and abundant, you have everything that you need because you have a great support that you build within yourself. Nobody can sway you because you have moved on to find the Nine of Cups, right? That is following the Eight of Cups. And what is the Nine of Cups? It's whatever you fucking want, whatever you wish, whatever you want. Okay, last but not least, let's get some extra advice cards. Okay, advice cards. Instinct on the bottom. And when I picked up this deck, I shuffled it because I pre-shuffled all decks because I used some of them in the Aries reading. So I like the casino shuffle shit. And I got this on the bottom, but instinct, yeah. This is the important information, apparently, the Oracle is saying. Listen, my black crows. This is for you. Okay, so first card is actually you being protected by a rhinoceros. A purple one as well. So this is the magical being. This is a double horned rhinoceros that is protecting you with the forgiveness. And you're this little child that is exploring the ethers and all magical things, and you feel the safest in this little, well, not little, it's a huge net of marshmallow clouds and purple wisdom, crown wisdom, just a bunch of knowledge that you always needed. Yeah, 22 on the timer. As you forgive others and yourself, you grow in, and it's not just growing, it's you make yourself, you confront your small child within, because that little person inside is always and always has been forgiving. 2244. And because you might have not been the most forgiving lately, the universe showed you some things as to what it means to stop trusting it. And you're like, no, I want to get back into the hug of the universe. And this is you in the hug of the universe. And this is from where you can forgive from the best and the most. And what comes right after it is a solar plexus card with miracle. So this is your energy. I just noticed there's a person inside. So you are being revived and surrounded by white gold threads, right? The knight being in the middle of the reading. So this is the ethers helping you. This is the universe helping you, God helping you to understand what type of a miracle you are. 2345 was on the timer when I looked up. But as I'm looking at this card of miracle, it's this entity inside, this spirit. It's coming from a stump, right? Even though you might have felt stumpy, there's this energy coming out. You're not, oh my God, I'm so sorry. My nails are dirty again. I'm just doing a lot of gardening. And I have to do the transmission. So you could also be doing gardening, Taurus. Sorry, that's nasty. Yeah, but like, you know, you're going from this stumpy energy to a whole glow up, and you're going to come out as an angel. 24 on the timer, because you're cloaked in these white gold robes, and you're also going to be able to take off that armor. And even though underneath that are your shadow treasures of your self-acceptance and transformation that you have gone through, you know, you are going to thrive in this season, especially if you're watching this in spring, or when you see flowers blooming, even if they're like winter flowers and you're somewhere on the other side of the planet, or on the southern hemisphere. But when you see these flowers bloom, especially if you planted them, you're gonna know that a cycle has, you know, ended and a new one will begin. You could be walking along a path that you have been walking for the past few months to get your mental health in check. And now this path is going to start blooming and blossoming, and these buds are going to start opening up. You might be interested in understanding the spiritual meaning of copper, or getting some copper to kind of help you on a frequency level, and also to ground your plants. I'm seeing like crystals on copper wire being around your plants to protect them. And you're just like Taurus, you are mastering the earth this year. Yeah, because my eyes are just looking around, but I'm seeing like dreams, right? And then when I focus back on the 3D, I see things that are around me, and I pick up on different scrying methods. And I was just like pointed to this book I haven't put away, and it says Earth Wisdom. And this is you, Taurus. That's you, and this is your truth and your responsibility. To tend to the nature, to tend to gardens, to tend to your own magical garden as well. Because with you opening up your crown chakra, I'm thinking of a very specific friend. She always had her room purple, purple and green. So yeah, we have purple as the crown chakra, or indigo, right? And green is the heart. So I said blue, which is right in the middle. So maybe that could be significant. Your throat chakra could be opening up as well. Or you could be getting these exact chakras from your heart to your crown balanced and back in line. So maybe that's a responsibility that you need to take on, is to find new ways to balance your chakras with the right frequencies. So if I'll try not to forget. I'll try to write it down as soon as I'm finished with your reading, but I'll try to link some of the mantras that I enjoy for healing energies. Is this the Eight of Cups? No, this is the Eight of Swords. So yeah, okay. Just a small storyline for another group of Taurus. You are no longer being helpless and hopeless, because you see that you don't have to climb the mountains to get to the sunshine. Because with your full trust, see, it's a full card. I'm funny like that. No, I'm joking. But you're trusting and trust falling into success and growth, but with the Eight of Wands. And look the positioning of where this person is growing. They're growing, they're opening up the buds from their throat and up their crown and their third eye, and there's light being shown onto their forehead. So it's like the sun is shining on you, right? 8-8 could be significant, or you could be a life path number 8, or 808 could be significant, because this is how it came out. But this is your next, 808 could be highly significant for your next cycle of the seasons. So the next 4 seasons, starting from whenever you're watching this, will be joint stability with the number 4 of Wands. The next 4 seasons will be highly significant, with the Hangman coming out. Oh, and the crown chakra right underneath that. So there's awareness being poured into you with this rainbow, right? And there's these ladies around, and this is the same lady that's in the middle, but she is her through every season. And you have been observing from your higher self, how can you release your past selves and how you navigate through each and every season, because you're understanding that you have a biochemical nature that is aligned with the weather or the seasons, or when the sun is shining and when it don't. It affects your mood. It affects the way you see the world. The way the sun shines on you is probably the time when it's easier for you to see past the mountains, or to see a way with higher energy, because Taurus is a fixed sign, and it is earth, and it is second house, and it's quite materialistic or stubborn in the other sense when it comes to movability, especially when it comes to changing your ways and opening up your centers in new ways. Like, you might have a certain and specific practice that you're doing, but I'm hearing that you can do better. You can invent even better. Like, when you traverse the world and pick up flowers and trees and looking up their names or meanings, you're also understanding yourself more, or whatever animal spirit totems are showing up in your life. You are very in tune with those spirit totems, and they are guiding you and guarding you, and also the magic that you do, as long as you do it in the highest white light, of course. I mean, from Christ consciousness, then of course that magic will come back. I mean, magic as in spell work you do for yourself, that the words that you speak to yourself, the hype ups that you do for yourself in the mirror, or the way you compliment yourself every day more and more. You know, everything is changing through every season, and you are like this. It's like I'm getting Dune movie out of this woman. So there's this soul code of being in constant desert for my Taurus placements. And maybe even the Taurus season could be one where we observe back the last 4 seasons and recalibrate for the next 4 seasons. So I'm getting like this gate of your higher awareness and how you transmute that into your life. It's really important in the next month. So yeah, wait for the important information. The oracle is being asked to be shuffled. So let's just get one more card to finish off the energy. What's the advice for my Taurus? So yeah, as soon as you look away from what you've been hyper focusing on, that's when it's gonna pop out. That's what I'm getting. But we got the shaman and the wise one with 2 owls coming out. Trust in higher forces and grow within your current situation. And the current situation is being winter on the bottom of the deck, with take care of your needs. So as you tap into your animal spirit totems, as you look up animals and meanings and roles of certain archetypes, whatnot, that's when you tap into your own shamanistic ways. You're a very wise Taurus. And advice for you is to trust in higher forces, because if you've been good, Taurus, there's nothing to worry about ever. The moon above this owl from the wise one card is giving me the moon is like this around February, March, when it's lit up on the bottom of the moon, it being a new moon. And it's quite interesting how these shadows of the earth and the moon and the sun are moving, the light and the shadows. And that's also something that you've been observant of as it moves through you. And the raven in this wise one card has a black pearl. So black pearls could be quite significant. So with black pearls, even if you have it as a screensaver, you don't have to own any mineral at all ever. But as you look at black pearls, it's as if you're looking at the Taurus that is resonating with this message. Okay, let's do it. Hey Siri, Google black pearl spiritual meaning. Okay, black pearls, particularly Tahitian pearls. Oh my God. Oh. Black pearl spiritual meaning, confirmation. So even though you might not get it right the first time and you might look stupid for a few seconds, we got it now. I'll do it myself, said Taurus. I'll Google myself. So black pearls symbolize wisdom, protection, power, and mystery. So that's you. Often regarded as dragon tears. Wow. Okay, something else. That came out in the Aries reading. So if you have an ascendant or you're a sun sign of Aries, that could be a resonant reading for you because the dragon came out there. But dragon tears in Chinese folklore for bringing wealth. Considered Tahitian treasures, they represent independence and spiritual transformation. They are used often as talismans for good fortune, prosperity, and emotional strength. So, you are the black pearl, and you could also power yourself on black pearls, on just observing them, enjoying their beauty, and understanding how that is also a cosmic mirror to your mystery and your transformation, and also, yeah, the way you go with the flow. That's something that it's really hard for Tauri. I don't know how that is conjugated, but going with the flow is something that's truly hard for a fixed sign. Doesn't matter where you have it in your natal chart. Even if you're watching this as I'm a Venus in Taurus and I'm going to watch this even though it's a sun and rising specific. But even with a Venus in Taurus, you know, that's where Taurus lights up that aspect, which is not just an aspect, it's the way you calibrate your energy when you're meeting and connecting to people, right? It's your partnership planet, the Venus. And also Taurus being represented by Venus, I guess this is it made full circle, yeah. So if you were looking for a message of romance, there's a sense of surrender and letting go that needs to happen with you, as you will take care of these needs and you will track down all of your fears and desires. You must surrender to the stream because you have been salmoning through life and you forgot to rest and observe and take stock into how far you've come. Because like this card, it's beautiful flowers, right? We don't have time to read them, but maybe in another life. I heard that for some reason. So maybe somebody here is saying maybe in another life, but somebody does not want to incarnate, doesn't have the means to incarnate anymore. There's ducks flying away, so ducks could be significant. You could be walking along rivers and see ducks. Don't feed them bread. You know, search your browsers on what to feed ducks. So Taurus, you're the type of person that knows what to feed ducks. Put it in the comments if you know what ducks actually can eat without their stomachs being exploding. Okay, yeah. Crown chakra wanted to show herself once more before we put this away. So your crown chakra is being 2 messages. That was 4. For the highly protected Taurus, just keep on doing what you're doing. You're doing great, sweetie. Take care of your needs. Don't forget that you have needs, because I bet that Taurus like to forget their needs. But sometimes, okay, message for the second part of the second group of Taurus way in the back. Work on your protection of your crown chakra, because your thoughts aren't yet very well trained, and you keep on sending out negative frequencies, and that's why that clumsy energy came through for some part of the collective. And be careful of how you think about protection, because well, it's like this. Whatever you believe in can come true, because that's manifesting, right? Thinking is spell work as well. So be mindful of, yeah, the abundance you're creating with your crown chakra. So this card is a little girl with a whole string and probably magnet to get down this drain to get to the gold, but that other man is just worrying and thinking about it, and he's also an alcoholic or a user of some substance, and it's about transmuting that. And I'm seeing your heart, not your heart, maybe your heart as well, but your crown chakra being enlightened to be more protected even more, because through your transformation, these shadow treasures of yours have maybe turned on you. It's like the way you're thinking or the way you're manifesting is turning on a certain part of the Taurus collective, where it's like this self-sabotaging. And if you want to manifest a soulmate into your life, there's renewal that needs to be happening in your system, and this goes out for everybody. Your crown chakra is opening, however it needs to be protected, highly protected, extra protected in this next season, because through your transformation your energetic field is opening up and you're being receptive also for the negative forces as well as positive. So your astral channel, your crown chakra, where things enter, good and bad, needs extra protection, extra cleansing, extra, mind on the thought. So give your thoughts a few more thoughts is the advice here, and be careful of how you think negatively of others is a direct representation of how you feel about yourself. And for my ascended Taurus, not ascendant, but ascended Taurus, you guys are highly protected. You are like surrounded by an army of angels and spirit guides and ancestors, and the universe is holding you so beautifully, as we've seen in the forgiveness card. And you are definitely coming out of this stumpy, clumsy energy, or your path is being cleared of stumps, and it's all new flowers and trees being planted, and everything is just renewing from the earth within. So this is the message I have for Taurus. If you liked it, please give it a like, hype it if it's possible, subscribe of course, so I can connect to your energies more and better, and so we can create a beautiful little collective. If you have any questions or answers to this reading, leave them in the comments. I would love to hear about how this resonates, of course, if it does. And 44:22 was on the timer as I looked up on the timer, and that might be a significant mirroring hour or a balancing number of another extra confirmation that your masculine and feminine sides are well balanced, Taurus. You are going to be on the go from now on. Love you so much. Bye.